We're Cole and Jay.
And welcome to the Slab Factory.
Well guys, it has officially been 365 days since they pulled the plug on our beloved home lake.
I can't believe it's already been a year. I
can't either, you know, but it's 1 year down of the supposed 5-year process. But I'll say this, you know, in the first year, not a whole lot, at least from our perspective, has happened as far as like renovation or anything, but the lake for dang sure is down, you know, and it didn't really get down until maybe this summer. Well, this summertime it got low. It got real low. We had a big fish kill. Y'all saw that here on the channel. If you haven't seen that, check that video out. It's crazy. I think that at least a third of the entire fish population died, if not more. The lake is actually lower right now, but it has been, you know, not as hot, and we have had a little bit of rain between, and it's actually coincidentally raining a little bit today, which feels nice, and I think we'll have some more rain in the future. But we're not seeing as many fish floating up dead as we did the first fish kill, but there are definitely still some starting to pop up. We're going to show you guys some of these spots with some fish buildup. But yeah, we're here at the source, actually, here at the dam. You've seen us make a ton of videos over the years here at this very spot, whether right below it, whether right in front of it, or standing here on top of it. It's a fun place to be, but it is just, it's crazy. It looks so different here. You know, I've spent my entire life fishing this lake and hanging out here at this place. This is a very special area to me, and it's going to be demolished at some point once they get the funding to do so, I guess, and be completely different. So we're kind of just soaking it in. I don't know when that's going to happen. It could be this year, it could be next year. I really don't know. I think they're expecting to get some stuff going within the next 6 to 12 months, but who really knows? But one thing for sure is that it is very, very low and very, very crazy. And as somebody that has come here daily for the majority of my life, you know, it's crazy. It's a sight to see. I'm gonna turn this thing around. So right here is the hole below the dam. You can see the big concrete slab. It's where we normally stand to catch bait fish like shad, and then even to fish. And then you can see it's just all dried up. There is no water going through these gates, which are, as you can see, all the way open. Out that way towards the north, there's this other little old dam thing, and there's no water going over it anymore. The only way we're getting water to come out of the lake right now is that below the levee there's a couple of pipes, and only one of them is actually letting any water out right now. So we are at an all-time low, and Jay is at an all-time low.
Yeah. Actually, this is the first time I've been to the dam. Well, actually, yeah, since it's been like super low like this, like no water coming out.
Yeah, the last time it was super low, all the dead fish everywhere, it was just really stinky and nasty, and Jay didn't want to come over and see that. It was nasty. She said, I'll just watch your video.
I'm trying not to cry.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
I know, but it's just sad.
It is sad.
It's really sad to see. Because I've only really been, you know, I haven't really like wanted to come see it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But especially I'm glad I didn't see the fish kill, because I don't think I could have handled that. But yeah, I've been seeing it like on our videos and stuff. But seeing it in person, it just hits different. It hits a
little bit different. Yeah, and I think the number one thing that's been, you know, really bugging us, you know, recently is that, you know, like little boy Cypress loves to fish. That kid loves to fish, and you know, this is our home lake. This is our closest body of water. There's another lake, you know, nearby, but it's a little bit different. And we just, you know, we wish that we could be out here on the lake taking him fishing, and you know, running limb lines, yo-yos, just take him out in the canoe, the kayak, but you know, that's just not the reality of it right now. And it sucks because, you know, now when we go out to fish and make videos, we tend to have to travel, you know, upwards of an hour and a half, 2 hours, instead of just walk out our back door and go fishing. Yeah. So
that was always
That's how she's crying. Look at her. She's so sad. Oh my gosh. It's okay. It's okay.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, you know, we've been doing pretty well, you know, like grinding it out, you know, making things work, and, you know, still getting out and making our normal fishing content. But to tell y'all that it hasn't been hard would be an understatement. It's been very difficult because, you know, this is the foundation of the Cole and J channel, is this lake. And while there are renovations being underway, and I know I'm excited about some of the renovations for sure, but it's just taking a long time. And it's just, I don't know, this lake is not what it is right now. It is just a wasteland. It looks like Mars. It just does not look good. It's murky,
Crazy.
Dead fish floating everywhere. And what's crazy is that we've still been able to even get out here and catch fish. Like even, you know, like this past winter and early spring, like we destroyed the fish out here. It was sweet. And then the water's low, had them all condensed. It was fun, but that has just kind of ran out. And I'm hoping that maybe once it cools off a little bit and we get some more rain, get a little bit of water in the lake, you know, maybe we can get on some more fish. Whatever is left and surviving in here, which I think there's still plenty of fish. Like y'all saw it in, like, you know, a few videos ago, we went out and caught some fish. But yeah, it's tough. The main lake it's gone. The only thing left is the creek channels and a few of the old ponds, essentially. But we're doing our best. We're hanging in there. Jay's hanging in there. She's hanging in there.
I was not expecting to cry.
Yeah, well, if you want to cry some more, we can walk down here and we can go start looking at some dead fish.
You just start thinking about all your memories here. It's just,
I know.
And then like this year, like the memories that we lost fishing with Cypress, that, you know, that we didn't get to do this year.
Yeah, and I mean,
we were talking about on the way over here, like, man, we could have been hanging up yo-yos, you know, just walking out our back door, running some yo-yos, limb lines, noodles, all the things, all the fun things.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing, like, we get it, you know, like, not everybody lives on a lake. Yeah. Not everybody, you know, has, you know, really close access to a lake. But that's just kind of the situation that we had ourselves set up with. And we know we still have been taking cypress fishing and doing things, but it's different because, you know, we don't always have a lot of time. And, you know, when you live on a lake like this that has all these fun things that you can do, and it makes it easier because you don't have to worry about, you know, you can just go out and do it whenever. You don't have to, you know, a lot specific time to do it. If you have like 30 minutes to spare to walk around the dock and go fishing, we can do that. Or if you have like 2 hours to go out and run some limb lines, you can do that. So it's just difficult. It's difficult sometimes to wrangle, you know, the little kids, having everybody in the same place at the same time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a bummer. But if it is only a 5-year process, we are 20% of the way, baby. We're almost there. We're not almost there. We're not almost there, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Got a good ways to go. But what we want to do is we want to show you around some of these different spots. We've done this pretty well over the last year, kind of keeping you up to date with the lake process. But while the lake is at its all-time low, I think this would be great, especially if we're fixing to start having some rain and it fills it back up, because I want to show you some of these places because it looks insane. So let's get off of this dam. Let's walk down there in the first pool and see what's happening. Then we'll go down here to these levee pipes. We'll go over here to this bridge. We'll go all over the place. We'll see if we can do it. And we'll try to do some fishing too, if we can find some fish to catch. So, anyways.
I'll stop crying.
Stop crying, Jay. It's okay. Okay, we're down below the dam now. Normally there's always water running through here. That's not the case anymore. Got this big pool right here, and if you look down, you can see we're starting to have another fish kill. This is primarily shad though. There's been a bazillion shad in this thing, and it makes sense for these shad. Like here's one right here. He's starting to get a little swimmy and a little floaty. Yeah, it looks like he's cooking. It's not uncharacteristic to have a shad kill when you have, you know, these stagnant hot water scenarios, but we've also got some bluegill mixed in here too. There is a bunch of them. You know, these turtles are having a lot of fun. But here's some bigger fish right there, and it's pretty gross. It stinks, but looky here, you can see got some bluegill mixed in with the shad. These have been dead for a while. There's just so much volume of fish, and then when you look out across, you can see just how much buildup there is. Again, mostly shad this time. Not as many game fish. The last time we had a kill, there was so many bass and crappie and bluegill, it was unreal. I was telling Jay last time I was out here during the fish kill, the fish were dead and they were all the way up here and the whole bank was nothing but just dead fish and maggots. It smelled really, really bad. How's it smell out here today?
It smells kind of bad, but not too bad. Like it's not unbearable.
Bad. Yeah, it's still pretty nasty.
Yeah, it is very nasty.
Very nasty. I mean, it's just shad, but yeah. You don't like to see your food resources, you know, just dying. This is what feeds all the fish out here. Look at that thing, he's leaking out crap. That's gross. One thing I've really done since I had the lake down is find a bunch of old lures. Like, that's a pretty nice looking rattle trap. Now I found probably over 100 lures like this in not terrible condition. It's not looking good, JJ.
Ew.
Not looking good.
Oh gosh.
Ugh. We just pulled up here on the levee. There's these two culverts letting water out. This one here's not letting any water out anymore.
Oh.
There's the pipe. And then, yeah, we got some big old buffalo and some big old shad. And then, wowzers, look at all those shad. That is crazy. They're gonna stay back here. Don't throw up. That is a bunch of shad. They were all in here, and I guess since it got closed up, they just ran out of oxygen, and they all just died. Nasty.
I feel nauseous. This stinks.
Yeah, so for the longest time.
Flies down there. Oh.
Yeah, so for the longest time, there's been a lot of water rushing through these pipes. There's a pipe here. There's another one just right up there, and it's where I've been getting a lot of bait fish to use in some of our other catfishing and other fishing adventures. But yeah, these guys are all dead and rotten now. Smells bad, doesn't it?
It smells awful.
It's bad. Like 1 to 10, it's like an 8. But again, it's mostly just shad. I'm kind of surprised to not see more game fish this time.
Yeah.
All the bass died.
Oh.
They already died.
The crappie.
All the crappie died.
Oh.
There's still some. There's still some somewhere.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to throw.
Somebody was enjoying a nice yoo-hoo out here while they were out here looking at all these dead shad.
Yeah. That's getting to me, man.
We're gonna check out this other pipe. This is kind of, I hadn't been wanting to bring Jay down here as I knew it'd be kind of nasty. Like this is not a clean place. So here's the second culvert, and there's really not much water coming out of it at all too. I mean, just a little bit. You can see it's just a dark, desolate looking little nasty spot. Bunch of mosquito fish. Bunch of mosquito fish. Oh, that shad just came through the pipe. A few dead ones on the bank, but not too bad compared to last time. Buy a little shad. I'm gonna do a little experiment to see what happens. Alright guys, welcome to the portion of the video where we try to catch a fish out of an empty lake. If you look behind me, we've got water. This is one of the main creeks that feeds the lake, and one of the areas that actually has, you know, a pretty stable amount of water. Like it didn't change that much out here, because when you go out towards the lake, there's a high spot, it's all silted in up there, and it didn't allow for this creek to like drain as much as some of the other ones. So that's kind of cool because we can get out here and catch some fish, but all the fish that are in here are trapped. And I don't know if it's for the better or for the worse of them, but the last time I was here was maybe 2 months ago, and I absolutely wrecked them. I was here in the afternoon, I caught them on a buzz bait, I caught them on a frog. It was a lot of fun. We're kind of here, you know, middle of the day now, but I've got a frog, I've got a soft plastic creature bait, I've got a buzz bait, and we're just gonna see if we can make something happen. We're gonna go that way because I haven't gone that way since the lake's been down, and if that doesn't really work out, then we're gonna go out this way towards the main lake. I'm excited. I'm also excited because I don't know if y'all have seen this yet on the channel or not, but I've got another new kayak. You saw the tandem kayak that me and Jay got, but this is another kayak that was provided to us by my buddy James at HG4 Outdoors and Scott over at Crescent Kayaks. This is a Crescent Shoaly. It's one of the more popular paddle kayaks that they have in their lineup. It was designed by a well-respected angler, Drew Gregory, and it is a really sweet boat. I've only been out in it a few times. I was out in it earlier and I got it pretty murky. I was trying to go to another part of the lake, but that didn't work out. It was too shallow and too murky, so that's why we are here. But it is a sweet rig. If you can look past it being a little bit murky right now. I love the color of it. I love the width of it. Check this out. You've seen me fish kayak tournaments and I can't ever get my catch board to lay flat. You can actually lay your catch board flat and measure your fish. It's got a lot of space back here. You see I got my camera bag and all my tackle. Got a little storage back there. Got a big front hatch for tackle and storage. So I am very pleased with it, and it is very, very stable. And we also have it rigged up where we can put a motor on it. So we might be doing that soon, but right now it is a perfect kayak for getting into some of these hard to access waters, even though I honestly think I could put my bass boat in here. I think there's enough water down here at the bottom of the ramp, so we might even try that at some point. But yeah, excited about that. Be sure to check out the Crescent lineup of kayaks, and be sure to check out H24 Outdoors if you're local. So I'll leave everything linked in the video description for that. But we're gonna push this thing in, and we're gonna see if we can find ourselves some big fat bass, or bowfin, or gar, or I don't even care. I really don't care. I just want to catch something and just honestly see what it looks like up here. So let's get in, let's get after it. There we go. Got one. How fun is that, guys? We got ourselves not a monster largie, but a vicious, ferocious little largemouth. Gobbled up that frog. I mean, he's got a little mouth. You'd think he was a smallmouth bass, but that frog is just gobbled. He got that thing so good. First one back here in this creek. It's looking extra swampy back here, just the way we like it. And we got our first little swamp bass. Hopefully we can find some, or at least a couple more that are probably double this size, or 3 times the size would be good. He's just about a pound, maybe 13 inches, but we'll take it happily. We will send you back, amigo. Have fun. Stay strong. There we go. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. Is that a bass? Bee bass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not a gar. Get up in here. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, buddy. Boom. There's a little stud. That's a good one. He's so thick and healthy looking. Wow. He bit that hog wallet as soon as it hit the water. I didn't know if it was a bass or a bowfin. I really had no idea. He was running like he could have been either one. Right here in this little shade pocket. Beautiful thick. I mean, look how thick he is across the back. Beautiful. That's what this creek is known for. Some healthy, stocky, beautiful bass. Okay, we'll send him back. That's number 2. That's number 2. I'd like to get 5. I think we can get 5. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, check out what I just pulled off the stump. Found me another lost bait. This time it is a Strike King KVD 1.5 square bill. And this is honestly probably the most popular bait that I have found in all of my reclaiming lure missions. Found this guy. I found a bunch of rattle traps. This is another one in pretty good condition. Needs new hooks. Need to clean off the scum. Although I kind of like the way the scum looks on the side of it. It kind of gives it kind of a unique look to it. The bill looks good, but yeah, 1.5 square bill crankbait off a stump. not too bad. I haven't really been looking that hard, but it just jumped out at me. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go grab that because you can't just leave it out there. It's a good crankbait. But anyways, we've got 2 fish to our name so far. I'm looking for that 3rd one. I would like to get 5, like I mentioned, but if we can only get 3, that'd be good. We surely can get 3. We're gonna keep going up the creek that way. We've changed direction. We were going that way for a long time. Now we're going this way towards the empty lake. And I think that that is where we're going to hopefully find some more fish. Because last time I was here was good, but today they are acting a little bit stingy. So let's get our bearings. Let's go that way. There's a lot of bigger cypress trees and stumps, and there's more pads, and it's a little bit deeper, so it should be better in theory, but only time will tell. Got it. Oh no, that was so crazy. That was so crazy. He followed it up to the boat, almost got it, had it, just didn't have the whole thing. Yanked it away from him. Dadgummit. Almost had our 3rd fish. Been kind of a grind. I'm kind of surprised we're not getting more action up this way. It's down a couple of feet, which is what I expected, but I thought that the fish would be chewing a little bit better like they were in some of the other creeks I've been fishing, but maybe that's the time we're about to catch a couple. Got him. That's a nice one. Yeah, look at that one. There we go. There we go. That's a good one. It's a nice one. That one there's pushing 3 pounds all day. Solid fish. 3rd bass of the day. I was wanting to catch 5, but then I was kind of like, man, if we can't get 5, we got to at least get 3. We'll send this guy back. Is he going to jump too? Is he going to jump? No jumpy. Woo. That was crazy. I threw in there a couple times with the frog and he wouldn't eat it. Threw the 6 cents hog wall and he said, yummy, I'll eat that. All right guys, so I guess that's the end of the road for us and today's fishing mission. You can see behind me how skinny and small the creek is. It's only like 6 inches deep, heading back that way. And once you turn around the corner, it completely dries up, and then you're just out here in the thick of it and all of this lake. Like what's crazy is that, you know, where I am standing at right now would normally be a couple of feet over my head, but if I was to, you know, take a few sips this way, I'd be a couple of feet over my head in this grass. It is nuts. It is dense, it is impenetrable, and it is a grasshopper safe haven. There are so many grasshoppers out here jumping around. It'd be cool if we could get some to use for some bait somewhere else, but I would get tore up by something in there, I guarantee it. But anyways, it was fun getting out here on this creek. I was out here not that long ago, wore them out. I kind of thought we were going to catch them a little better than what we did today, but we still got 3 bass and 2 of them being pretty solid. Got them on the topwater frog, got them on the 6 cents hog wallet. Go check that out. I'll have it linked in the video description. But anyways, I'm going to start paddling back to the boat ramp and get back to the house. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this episode of the lake update and how we're kind of feeling about it, as well as a little bit of fishing here at the end. So if y'all did, do us a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, be sure to check out the slabfactory.com, grab yourself some Slab Factory merch, and we will see y'all on the next one. Bye guys.